Hello! Welcome to Big Brother Plays. I'm Bez, pronounced he, they, and they were back with more BUSTAFELLOWS content, baby! Yes! Alright, we're gonna talk about Shu's route today. Here's a quick content warning for you what we're gonna discuss. And as usual, I can't use actual footage of the route, so I'm gonna use B-roll, stock photos, that kind of thing to convey the story. Alright, let's do this. A new artist named Artuka is suspected of plagiarism. At least that's what the 0 Hour reports that night, and Tilda stays up to watch. She sees Shu come home later that evening and there's an intense look in the man's eyes, one she's never seen before. It's kinda spooky. That night, Tilda gets out of bed to watch TV and Shu joins her. He looks a little better now. He shows her a list he inherited from his teacher, a list of those who kill only for money. He kills people on the list, but one page was stolen. He hopes to get it back someday. As they sit together, Calamity Jane comes to the television and the two of them watch together. The next day, Tilda's book gets a reprint, and her call and contract of paper is extended. You go, girl! Woo! Shu gives her a coupon for, quote, whatever she wants, unquote, as his present, and so, when the opportunity comes up for the Fix to do a pop-up amusement park, Tilda uses her ticket to get Shu to come with. At the amusement park, Shu teaches Tilda how to handle a gun at a toy shooting gallery, and afterwards she reminisces about her brother. He reminisces about his teacher, and the two of them share memories together. We learn that his teacher was a woman with a child named Yang. After Tilda and Shu talk, he takes her to the Ferris wheel and they go for a ride. Afterwards, however, things get dicey. A mysterious figure pulls a gun to Tilda's back and tells Shu to meet him at the subway at 4 p.m. Tilda goes too, and it turns out her assailant was the Yang, the teacher's kid. Yang wants Shu's help in killing the Closer, a notorious hitman whose next target is a senator. Yang offers Shu the stolen page of the list in return. Shu and Tilda get dinner, with Shu being undecided on whether he'll help Yang kill the Closer. He tells Tilda that Yang killed their teacher and ran, and he wants to avenge his teacher by killing Yang. Goodness. Wow. Anyway, Shu agrees in the end to help Yang. The Fixers all help Shu get to the Closer by getting intel on the senator, his security, his speech, and so on. But when they go, it's a setup. Yang pins the murder of the senator on Shu and he gets arrested. Tilda goes back in time to warn Shu, but it does nothing. Things play out the same as before. So she goes back a second time to retrieve Shu before he gets transferred to a detention center. Things go smoothly this time, and they fake Shu's death and rescue him. Yay! Shu tells the group that Yang betrayed him. That night, he and Tilda get to talk more, and the cat nuzzles next to him in comfort. But the next day, things go awry. Yang threatens Tilda with a gun, and forces her to listen to his story. It turns out the teacher was part of a mysterious organization, likely the one Irina told Tilda about in the first chapter. He tells Tilda that the Closer is the one who killed the teacher, not him, and the Closer's real target was Shu. Yang wants to kill the Closer to get revenge, and trying to send Shu to prison to protect Shu from the Closer. Tilda ponders his words that night, and Shu notices that something's up. He tells him what Yang told her, and he agrees to work with Yang to kill the Closer. But he also rejects her, telling her to look for some other guy to fall in love with. Tilda gets pretty sad at that, and takes her emotions out on the amusement park shooting range. Shu approaches her there and takes her for a drive. The two of them end up on a bridge, and Tilda confesses that she loves Shu. He reassures her that he's working with the others to find the Closer and isn't doing it by himself, and accepts her love for him. Aw, yay! The next day, Shu goes after the Closer with Limbo and Helvetica helping. He teams up with Yang at the new Sig Portyard, and the two of them have a smoke break together, reminiscing about the past. Tilda is driving home as all this is occurring, but she gets kidnapped by the Closer. By the way, the Closer also appeared in Scarecrow's route as a mysterious killer. But back to this route, the Closer gives Shu 24 hours to commit suicide at the Hotel Halsey, as that is his modus operandi. At the hotel, Helvetica, disguised as Shu, finds a laptop and is able to speak to the Closer. He offers money for Tilda's safety and gives her the code word Calamity Jane to tell her that he's still alive. The real Shu tracks down the Closer and kills him, then rescues Tilda. He comforts her and hugs her, telling Tilda it's okay now. As promised, Yang gives Shu the last page of the teacher's list, which includes a photo of Yang, Shu, and the teacher. He also reveals that the teacher was Shu's mother and that he was the adopted one, not Shu. Later, Shu comes to Tilda's room and confesses his love for her. The two of them share a kiss. That ends Side A. Side B is called Snowman. Things are heating up between Tilda and Shu, and Tilda wants to go further with him, know that she's his girlfriend. Scarecrow offers to covertly ask Shu how he feels about Tilda, but he gets found out and spills the bean to Shu and the other Fixers. Shu agrees to ask Tilda on a date, they go out together, and Shu drops a bombshell on her. He might die. It turns out he has a bullet in his brain that's been sitting there until he finished his teacher's list. Now that's done, Yang has a top brain surgeon look at Shu's head, and there is a chance he could die on the operating table. But if it goes well, he has his whole life ahead of him. Of course, Tilda's shaken up by this. But she asks Shu to be her boyfriend, and he agrees. Aww. The two kiss together, which is nice. Later on New Year's Eve, everyone's waiting at the hospital for Shu's operation to finish. It's a success, but Tilda and the gang accidentally finally signed a DNR document, a do not resuscitate order. On the way home, Tilda runs into Yang, and two of them talk over dinner. Tilda learns that Shu signed the DNR to give her as little worry as possible and that Shu truly cares about her. To show her love, Tilda makes Shu a snowman outside of his hospital window and shows it to him at the end of the New Year's countdown. Yang helped her sneak into security. Thanks, Yang! Sometime later, Shu and Tilda are driving together after stopping at a winery. Tilda asks them to pull over and take a picture of the sunset. As she's snapping pics, Shu asks to meet her parents. She agrees, and Shu tells Tilda and her folks that he wants to pursue a serious relationship with her. After that, Shu's roots comes to an end. Other details include Helvetica preparing dinner for everyone after Tilda's good news, and the fact that he has never had a serious relationship before, which is a surprise. We also learned that, along with Tilda's rock guitarist dad, her mother is, quote, a go-getter career woman, end quote. So cool! So that was Shu's route. Very interesting stuff, and I'm glad that Shu and Yang could reunite in good terms. That was a really nice touch to kind of portray them first as enemies, but then they recognize their, their differences and their similarities and become friends. That's really nice. All I left is the true route, but before that there's going to be some special videos in November, so look forward to those. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be good. If you like this video, consider giving a like and subscribing, because I don't get any money for YouTube for doing this, and subscribers. That would really help me out. If you really like it, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/Norbez. You can go on and get early access to my videos, get a custom video if you want one, all the good stuff. Alright, I'm Bez, pronounced today, and I will see you next time.